Good morning. Good morning. Nancy. I always know it's you because yours says iPhone. And I'm like, oh,
I don't know how to get it to say my name unless I change it. So I got to find somebody to help me with that.
yeah. It's a little tricky. I think you do that on the login page. I'm not sure, but
Yeah. How are you?
so good. It looks like you're going out for a walk.
No, I just was on one. Yeah. And it's kind of
Uh,
cold here, but I wanted to take a little walk. You know how Tony Lister used to always say you should, before he spoke to anyone, he wanted them to at least have taken a 5-minute walk and have drank some water and this and that. I don't know if you ever heard that, but he used to tell us that on Selectivation when he was on.
so smart. I
Yeah.
love that. I did get into that a while ago. I just get up, put my big jacket on, and walk straight outside. Such a good habit.
Yeah.
I'm I haven't started doing that again, so yeah, gonna get into that actually. That's a good reminder. Thank you.
Yeah.
Rhonda, Judy, welcome, welcome. Oh, first of all, we started out with just to review, we started out with starting with the rock that we put next to our bed. I woke up and put it on my heart this morning and went through my gratitudes. Just kind of started my day with that high frequency. I walked into the bathroom. I said, "Good morning. I love you." I told myself that I'm grateful for me and the reasons why as I looked in the mirror. And so that was the first 3 days. And I think that was really powerful. And then we got into like the power of going into the gratitude for each area of our life, right? Health, wealth, relationships. These are the three main areas that I look at. And it's all in connection with the divine of being in gratitude to the abundance that is given to us in our lives, and how the more we show gratitude, the more we can receive, and we can receive even to abundance, right? And when we aren't grateful, that which we're given can even be taken away. So sometimes you can look at your life and go, oh, like I'm sick, or I don't have what enough of this. Like I haven't been grateful enough. I'm just going to up my gratitude, which I think is a cool hack. So that's kind of where we've been this week. And it's been so fun to just play in this frequency and see the magic that can happen. Anyone have any shares or any magic that happened?
I think what I really got present to is how rare it is for people to know who they are
Mm.
and to really appreciate can look like kind of uppity, but if you really know that you're great and you don't own it, like we did I love you in the mirror and then I love me in the mirror, and the difference between the two, we did that right at the first. And I thought, if you don't know how great you are, then then there is access to diminish you. And I don't like to be diminished by myself or by others, but that's one of the things I've learned now. That was my 80-year stalker, was diminishing. And because of age, right? It's kind of like I'm at the age that I used to think was old age, but it's not old age, right? I have a friend that's 103, and that's not even old anymore, right? So, but I found out for me, the stalking of old was diminishing in your body, diminishing in your health, diminishing in your mind. And I went, diminishing has been stalking me personally probably most of my life, but it's kind of like, go away. How can you diminish greatness? So I think part of the gratitude is go away. How do you diminish greatness? And gratitude that I have a life. It doesn't matter the times, it doesn't matter. Great, and not let somebody else steal. So with that, I'm complete.
Yeah, that is so powerful, especially from the wisdom that you have from um, how long you've been working on this, and a lifetime of figuring it out is so powerful to share with us. And one of the biggest takeaways I have is that moment when you said, I just tell myself the truth. When I'm looking in the mirror, I just tell myself the truth. I'm magnificent. I'm amazing. I'm beautiful. Like, that is the truth, right? And in A Course in Miracles, it says we're never upset for the reason we think. And I love that, because if we flip whatever we're saying to ourselves on the head, like if you're saying, "Oh man, your hair doesn't look good," and then you could be like, "Wow, my hair actually looks really good," or "I'm really gonna," and you just flip it. That's just as true. So why don't we choose our thoughts? And why don't we tell ourselves the actual truth, which is like you said, a lot of people don't know themselves because they're telling themselves the wrong thing in the mirror, you know? I'm building a construction business with a friend, and we went in and did a bathroom remodel, and I was like, people, like, your bathroom is a portal. You look in the mirror every single morning and you like, how do you, is that pulling you into the future? Or are you just building a bathroom so that you stay the same place that you are? Like, our environment is creating, and I was just going into this like about a bathroom remodel, but it shows up everywhere, right? How do we up level our lives? How do we bring in gratitude to every single area of our life? And how do we create environments around us that inspire gratitude? So Nancy, I see that you have your hand up. I'd love to hear what you have to say.
Oh, I just quickly want to say that I've looked forward every morning to sharing gratitude and hearing you speak. And I just love that. And it's been so helpful. And it's so good to do it at this time of year, because I usually feel kind of melancholy as it's getting colder. The trees are losing their leaves and stuff, because I love spring and summer and fall. But anyway, this has really, really been great, Paige. Thank you so much. And thank you for recording them so we can go over them again and again. I
Yeah,
appreciate every
absolutely.
word of your wisdom. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad you brought that up, because I'm going to just share my screen and show you that I have these all in a playlist. So you can just go to the playlist, and whether you're like, I want to go back into the health or the money, I have to want to go back around relationships and review that, you can go back and find these there. It's unlisted, so it's not a public playlist, but if you have the link, then you can find those and go back. I also wanted to share that if you want to continue just learning, I have monthly classes that are different themes every month, and we have workbooks, and we have amazing humans that come in, and you can either just join and do the class, or you can join and have a hypnosis with me once a month. And so I wanted to just go through some of these kind of the process of transformation is what we're starting with, like recognizing the old and recognizing the blocks and what's getting in the way, and then releasing them and replacing them with a new programming. So that's just January. It's like clear out the old, bring in the new for the new year. And then what Judy was saying, rediscovering ourselves, know thyself, is like such, I have a whole process, and it's so fun to just go into the personality typing things, and learning, having reflections from other people, and the process is magnificent, and it's really fun to go through, and you'll know yourself so much more at the end of those 4 weeks. And it's really about loving yourself. It's February. It's like vowing to yourself to love yourself. And often it's this aching for however your partner's not showing up, or whether you don't have a partner or whatever in February. But this is just like dropping into so much yummy love. I could go through each one and spend a lot of time, but I just wanted to share that, like, it's a total up level in your life, just from the people that we're with each week. And it's if the whole year program is just kind of having me in your pocket, and having a group of people in your pocket that really support you. And having a monthly hypnosis is a really powerful thing to just keep you moving forward when you get stuck, when you hit that, when you know that there's some subconscious thing going on, or whether you want to create really powerfully, you have that session that you can plan on doing, and you can schedule it for whatever time in the month. So this is really fun. I've been doing it for 2 years now. This next year is going to be better than ever. And so I wanted to share that, and I'm really excited about it. For, let's see, workbooks, monthly challenges. There is like home plate, never too much or anything, but there is stuff to do because of the consistency that creates a new neural pathway. Also, if you do a retreat with me, then you get 20% off when you're part of this program. And so it's 5,000 for the year to be a part of this, for the entire year, or you can do month to month. And if you want to just do the class, then it's like it's $200 just for the class. That doesn't include the hypnosis. This is the best way that you can just do one session with me. That's the cheapest way you can do a one-on-one with me each month, but to do it in a package. But anyway, that's the price. And just text me or reach out if this is something that you want to join in on for a month or for the whole year. So we'd love to have you for the whole year, of course. Okay, so on to the challenge. This is so fun.
Paige, can I just mention a couple things?
Yeah.
This I'm so excited for that schedule because I'm doing my master's right now, but what I'm finding is like it's not life skills, it's not life lessons. These things, I'm so excited for like the emotional intelligence that we learn for the up leveling, and then Paige gives like pours information at you and you're like, oh, I wish I would have known that when I was 20 rather than now, but this is really, really helpful stuff. And I think it's information that heals the planet. And it also is wonderful just to rub shoulders with people from our home, from our phones. I am so grateful because I know wonderful people here, but this is like a concentration of like people that are studying the same thing, learning together, and we are like the people that we're closest to. So we just get to rub shoulders with Paige and with the other people in the group um and learn together and up level. It's one of my favorite things in my week, hands down. So I hope that more people can join us because it is so good. And not necessarily a women's group, is it? Is it going to be all women?
No, we have men in the group next year, which is really fun. So
So
it'll be neat
whoever
to get
comes.
perspective. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of women in the past, but this is we're up leveling. We're getting some really beautiful male energy in there. So that'll be good.
Yeah. Like sisterhood and brotherhood and the sisterhood has been really fun. I know a lot of women have been like, oh, I feel like these are my sisters, a big sister group. And then we get to have guys come in and add a whole nother element that we are ready for. So
Yeah.
good. Thank you.
And in each class, we do a meditation, hypnosis, we'll do parts work, we do inner child work, we do those kind of things in the class as well. And so and then you get to hear people's shares of the things that they got through the hypnosis, which is always really fascinating. And we begin each class, or at some point in the class, we have shares where people share their wins. And this just really gives you an opportunity to not just do your wins on your own, but share them and speak them aloud. And what we focus on, we get more of. And so it's a powerful portal to create more of what you want in the world from meeting each week and sharing. And also just it gives that connection point to build relationships. And then when you come to the retreats, it's just like, we know about each other and we love each other. And we're like so excited to spend 4 days together. So that's the fun of it. Thank you for that share, Brooke. I really appreciate it. Okay. Okay. The final thing is I'm going to go here. This is the challenge for today. And this is the final thing. And we've been going into looking at the things that are going well in our life and being grateful for them, right? So I'm grateful for my house. Well, I already have my house. I'm grateful for my health. Well, I already have that health. But what if we can actually use gratitude to be grateful for what's coming and manifest, create through aligning in a high frequency in gratitude to what you are happy about and excited about. So one of my favorite things to do here is, I think most of you have heard this, but I love the happy dance. This is something that I just like figured out when I was, I don't know, when I was younger. And I realized it when I was going through the airport, and I was really worried about getting to my gate. And I just saw myself like getting there, getting my window seat. I just love the window seat, and sitting there and just being like, "Woo!" Like, I'm so happy. I made the flight. I'm in my seat. Like, this is so amazing. Like, I could feel myself just like having a little like happy fit, right? I did it with parking. I'd just be like, I can see myself getting, I call it princess parking because I get like the perfect spot, and then just being so excited that I want to jump out and dance. So I was at a national park and we couldn't find a spot. I'm like, don't worry, Leah, I got this. And I imagine myself doing the happy dance, and then we got it. And I jump out of the car and I just do this happy dance. And she did like a meme, like a loop of me doing the happy dance. So now I have this happy dance that I can remember. This is what I'm imagining when I'm creating into the future. You know, I can see myself so happy and grateful. But when you look into your desires, what you want, think of yourself having it and being so full of gratitude, and flood it with gratitude, and then just say thank you, thank you, thank you, and really feel it. So again, how do we program our minds? How do we use our mind as a tool? We use emotion. Emotion is life. Emotion is energy in motion. So bring the emotion in intentionally, and then you can be a more powerful creator. And like the what you can create is so endless. So I love this one. And so you go into identifying your top 5 desires, maybe just for today, just like the 5 things you want, or maybe it's the top 5 things that you want in your life right now. And then just write them down, and then say why you want them, and then say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel the gratitude for it. Visualize it, see yourself having it, right? This is really how we create. I feel like this is how God created the world. Is he just created, he was like, I want to create a world, and then he started to, see in his mind what it would look like, and visualize it, right? And see, oh, I want some water, and I want some mountains, and then he spoke it, and he said it in a word, and I think God is just pure gratitude. He's like already just like, I know it's going to happen. This is going to be so awesome. Pure faith. That's my story about it. So any thoughts before I drop into the meditation?
Jolene's asking, is there a trick to print off on Canva? Out of Canva?
Yeah, so if I share this, good question. Because this is a great workbook to just print and do now on your own. Like, you have the class, you know exactly how to do it.
Just comes up straight in Canva, and if you try to print it, it's the background of the page and all the Canva stuff. It's not the page.
Ooh. I'm going to send the workbook in my final email that has everything. It's going to be an overwhelming email, perhaps, but it will include the printable version of the workbook. So I'm really glad you brought that up today. So probably no one actually printed it for the challenge, but it's a great thing to go through next week, or the week before Thanksgiving. And while I'm on this topic, is this is something to just continue doing. Keep doing your rock, keep looking in the mirror, keep just focusing on something each day, to focus on maybe your health one day, and maybe walking with a thank you throughout the day, maybe sprinkling magic dust on everyone another day. Maybe you do all of these each day. Just include gratitude in your day and make a commitment to yourself to keep using it after this challenge. So, are we ready for this? Let's drop in, taking a deep breath, breathing into the heart, noticing that it's actually easy to tune into divine love and white light as it pours through the crown of your head. As you drop into your heart, feel just a white light beginning to pour down into your heart as you find a steady rhythm of breath, breathing into your belly, up into your heart. Notice that it's easy to drop out of your mind and into your heart. And watch as your heart expands with this white light, radiating that white light into the rest of your body. Notice how your entire nervous system begins to regulate, release any tension, any stress. As you tune into this white light, just feel the gratitude that begins to flood into your mind about how grateful you are for your brain, for the way your mind works, how you can follow the words that I speak, how you can visualize and see and feel by just using your mind. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my mind. Dropping down into your heart, just feeling so happy and grateful that your heart works so well. It keeps you alive each day. It pumps the blood through your body to give you the strength, the energy that you need. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my heart and for my blood. Breathing into your organs. Thank you, thank you, thank you that my organs work so well. And when they don't, that I have solutions to heal them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As you just go through your body, think of the things that you're grateful for and why you're so grateful. For another body part that comes to mind. And another. It's going into why. As you're filled with this gratitude, you're filled with this white light, practicing again, sending that white light, like magical fairy dust, or like this white light that surrounds them. Notice that you can tune into other people's energy and surround them with this white light. And so think of someone you're really grateful for this morning and send them that love and light, protecting them, up-leveling their energy today. Maybe you get excited and want to do this again for someone else. And someone else. As we look back at the things that we're grateful for and recognize the things in the present that are going well and that we're grateful for, trusting that the things that aren't are for our benefit and good, we begin to look into the future. Go ahead and just feel into what gratitude for what is coming feels like. What if you could be grateful before you do something that you want to go well, or before you receive something that you really desire? What if you could drop into the gratitude of a meeting going well, or a job interview, or an exam, or a phone call, or seeing someone, or meeting someone in the future? You can be grateful for your exercise routine that you're going to do later, or a medical appointment. You can be grateful for the magnificent outcome of a tradesperson like an electrician or plumber coming to your house and fixing the problem that's in your home, or a family outing, or a conversation with one of your children, or a heart-to-heart with your partner. If you could project this magical energy of gratitude into a magnificent outcome, to a purchase that you'll be making, like a gift, an outfit, or a Christmas experience, a renovation in your home, whatever it is, you can be grateful for the outcome of a great restaurant experience, or a concert, or even your tax refund. You can even wave that magic fairy dust over the future experiences and see how it's just going to work out for your good. You can even use this when things are unexpected, that maybe something difficult occurs. Maybe someone jumped to a conclusion, or you're told that you need to go in and have a conversation with your child's principal, or your boss, or a customer that's not satisfied, whatever it is. You can take that opportunity to make the magic happen by being grateful for a magnificent outcome. If you're running late or you missed something, instead of thinking, oh, this is so bad, be grateful for the magnificent outcome. Trusting that the world is conspiring for your good. There must be something great that's going to happen. Instead of thinking, I wonder what's wrong, immediately just be grateful for the magnificent outcome. Before you pick up the call, or send an email, or try to fix a problem. Occasionally, things won't turn out the way that you had hoped or thought it would. But when you ask for a magnificent outcome, you feel into the gratitude. The mathematical law of attraction is that you must receive a magnificent outcome back sometime, somewhere, guaranteed. So whenever you find yourself thinking that you have no control over something, or when you find yourself hoping something will turn out, remember that there's this chance for using gratitude to bring in the very highest outcome. You're stepping into faith and trust. You're asking so that you can receive. You're using the highest frequency to say thank you before it even happens. So I want you to go ahead and just see yourself using this practice, moving forward, just noticing one thing when you ask yourself, what do I want? Noticing what comes to mind. Go ahead and use the power of your mind to see that outcome. Feel into the gratitude of being there, receiving that. And feel almost the giddiness, the excitement, the gratitude that floods into your body as you say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this magnificent outcome. Maybe you think of something else that's difficult, that you hope will be resolved, and just see that resolution. Perhaps in the limited perspective that you have, but the very best outcome that you can think of, and just know that that or something better will occur, the very best outcome. And so imagine that happening and feel the gratitude in every cell of your being. Feel the happiness and the joy, and just feeling that the world is conspiring for your good, that you're so guided, supported, loved. Feel into that and say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And again, one more situation that you just want to throw that magic fairy dust forward into the future, into a future moment. Seeing what it looks like. The very highest, most magnificent outcome. Feel what it feels like to be so filled with great gratitude. You almost dance in the thank you dance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so this is the game. This is part of the game of creation, of stepping into the life that we love, living into it, as we use our minds as a tool. And so finally, I want you to let yourself just relax back in your seat, wherever you are, and reflect on all that you just experienced. Perhaps you even make one commitment to yourself, one thing that you're going to make sure that you do to bring gratitude in your life every single day from this moment on. One thing that will help you to spiral up into a life that you love even more. Let yourself see yourself doing that. Showing up for yourself. In turn, being able to show up so much more magnificently for the people in your life, for the world. And so it is. Go ahead and wiggle your fingers and toes. Put a smile on your face. Raise your arms above your head. Let all the energy come back into your body. So excited for the rest of the day. And open your eyes and say the word yes. Oh, welcome back. Oh, okay. So the invitation, I think, is clear. Let's go ahead and go into shares and we'll wrap it all up.
I just loved awareness this week of synchronicities. I'm going, you know what? I think they're around me all the time and I just don't notice. But it was just like so delightful to see the same word in 4 different places or something. You just have it stand out and you're going, I'm in receiving mode. Oh my goodness. So grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, you start to see the magic, right? Like those that don't believe in magic never see it. But it's so true. I have to share this story. I've shared it before. Most of you are legendary, so you may have heard this, but one of my favorite experiences of seeing someone else do this was when I was in Mexico with Gerald and Maya Rose, and we were dancing and having a good time one afternoon in Tulum, and we came out and his car had been towed, his rental, and I was like, oh my gosh, like we're in Mexico and your car's gone. Like I thought it was stolen. Like I'm kind of just like in my whatever. This is like 5 or 6 years ago. And he's like, just Gerald. He is so steady. Like just like there's no like freak out ever. And he's just like, oh, this is interesting. He's like, I wonder what's gonna happen. And then he's like, we go down to the police station and they're like, oh yeah, it was towed. It was a no parking zone. We're like, it wasn't posted. Like I'm kind of getting riled up. Like this isn't. And I go into the police station and he pays the fee or whatever, and he's doing a FaceTime live, like having a blast with the police officers, just like having a great time, probably getting some more followers, whatever. Anyway, he's like laughing and talking with the police, and then we come out and the guy with his car is like, now you have to pay me $250. And I was like, what? We just paid the cops. Like we just paid no, like this is criminal. And there he's like, I won't give you your car, it's on the tow truck. And I'm like, I'm getting riled up. And then he's like, and you have to pay in pesos, and the exchange rate for your American dollars is like 3 times more than the actual exchange rate. And I'm like, Cheryl and Maya Rose had never seen me get feisty. I was feisty. I was like, no posible. Like I was just throwing out whatever Chinese Spanish I had. It was probably mixed with Chinese. I was pissed. and Gerald was just like, huh, I wonder what magic's gonna happen here. You know? Like that's just the question is his default. He's like, I wonder what magic is gonna happen now. And so we end up meeting this other person who also got their car towed. He tells us about how where an ATM is, like we're kind of just in this. And Gerald goes and gets money from the ATM and he tips the guy $50. And I'm like, I can't even, but it was just this, like he went into no suffering around it, right? And he just kept asking this question of like, what's the most benevolent outcome? And he created it from just showing up in this way that was just in total faith and trust. And he talked about how he got his car towed once with Clint, and they went and got the tow company guys Christmas presents because it was Christmas Eve, you know? And it's just so interesting when we can have a different experience, you know, we just can. And it's not that he's changing the outcome. His car still got towed, the guy still charged him that money, but we can change the quality of our experience, right? We have total control of that. And by using gratitude, we can stay in this space of just trust, and we can have a better experience in our life of whatever happens. That's a great story for this topic. Yeah. And I like to work in that realm and ask myself that question. How could this be the most benevolent outcome, or what magic is going to happen now? Like, just keep trusting. Yeah. Brooke.
I again and again this week have had this experience where I'm thinking of like hard conversations to have. I'm thinking of like, you know, my perception of how, and then I do these meditations in that space of like, I don't know any solutions right now. And then the meditations give me, I think it's like perspective from a different energy it then becomes like, oh, I could do that, or I could do that, or I could do that. And it's been really amazing to have the words that you're using as like hints, like, okay, I do know what to do. I know exactly what to do. Okay, so then it would look like this. And I get this vision of it that is so different than creation of from the energy of what I've been trying all like it's just a different outcome because it's a total different coming from gratitude, coming from doing this focus of smiling more, loving more, fearing less. Like it's such a practice, and I think it's so interesting that like I've seen you, Paige, in action throughout your life. Like you don't respond like you did 6 years ago about stuff. Like you have up leveled. And so then I see you doing these things, and it's just so apparent to me that it is a practice and that we're all on the journey. And I'm just so grateful for the new perspective, the new energy, the new infusion of information. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And
That's so amazing.
What you're explaining is when we're in the back of the brain, where we're in our more in our conscious mind, using that 10% of our mind, we're very limited in seeing solutions. And when you drop into theta, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I have access to all the information, and that is an option, and that's an option. Like that's the power of meditation and visualization and hypnosis and all the ways that we get into theta. And it's really, really
And thinking with my whole brain is an option, the entire brain. Yeah.
But if you look at anyone who's really successful in the world, they have a regular meditation practice. It's so fundamental to find the solutions to move you forward and get you unstuck. So we're going to wrap up. Again, you have the link. Just watch for the email. It's going to have all the links and all the information, and you can print the book, the retreat. I'll send some information about that. But I did want Vienna to just share what her experience was at the canoe retreat, because she came and it was so fun. My mom also has come to a canoe retreat, but they are in Missouri, and they're so it's my favorite thing. It's one of my most favorite places in the world. It's in the Ozarks, where there's this riverway. It's a national river, kind of like a park, but it's just a river. And it has limestones, and it has waterfalls, and it has all fresh spring water. And so the river is like every color of blue and green, and has turtles on every rock, and otters, and we saw eagles and all the things. So Deanna, I'm wondering if you can just share a little bit about what it was like to come on the retreat. And I want to invite you. It's in June if you want to come.
Absolutely. It was phenomenal. Being, especially with Nancy out in nature, knowing what Nancy loves about nature, right? And the people, it was like this in nature on a canoe trip. Just all the connections. And what do I want to say? The setting for transformation. It was Dr. Ann was there doing body work, which was absolutely astounding. And then we had exercise every day and meditation every day. And there was one lady that, so this is the transformation I was referring to when I said that. She was just a little testy, it was just like interesting, just a little challenging to be around. And then we're by the river and everybody's sharing their magnificence, or they're you have 3 minutes to share.
Win it, we call it.
Say it again.
Call it minute to win it.
Yes.
You like
yes.
teach the group your superpower, like
yes,
what you're brilliant about.
and And this lady recited a poem. She'd been in theater. And everyone's heart was just, I mean, I don't know what everybody else was thinking or feeling, but I was just so drawn to her. It was so magnetic in that moment. I was like, I want to know this lady better. It cracked me open, and something beautiful sprouted out of her that I hadn't seen yet. So just that atmosphere of, oh my goodness, I can do this the rest of my life if I'm only seeing, my vision is jaded that I'm only seeing a sharp edge of someone. I can ask questions, I can do this, I can do that, and just see, soften my heart, my eyes, and see the blossoming of them. I don't know, that was one of the most transformative things for me.
Oh
And
my
that was to see perception shift.
God, that's so beautiful.
The food, amazing. The company, the best. I remember sitting around the table all together, enjoying an amazing meal. And just here, there were some couples, which was cool because I don't spend a lot of time with couples, and just to hear them interacting about their family was so rich, so delightful. Thank you, Paige, for all of it.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing. And yeah, it's just it's a small group. We go on the water for a day, we canoe, and just learn from nature and from each other. And it's really, really magnificent. So that's in June. If you want to put that on your calendar and reach out and join us, it's just one of the most wonderful experiences I get to have each year, and from like 8 until 6, so it's a full day on the water. um it's sometimes 2, but it just depends on the group and how everyone's doing. So we do like a day of transformational work and a day on the river, but it's all in nature and it's really beautiful.
Okay.
Until next year, just kidding. I'll see you soon. I'll see all of you soon, but
Yeah,
thank you again.
I hope to see all these wonderful women again. All these people. It's just such a neat group.
Join for at least
Nancy.
one class this year. Whatever one you're like dying for, just join.